Hi everyone, and welcome to this video in which I am going to walk you through a few examples which will illustrate how to use a few formulas which include sum, sumifs, and vlookup here. So as you can see from the table on the left, we actually have got a few of the Premier League teams and the number of goals they've scored and conceded over 2 full seasons, and also the current season as well. So the numbers here are actually just made up numbers. I haven't actually taken them from a specific statistics website, so I just wanted to use certain numbers to give you the examples for the formulas. Okay, so I think we can make a start. The first formula we're going to do is actually sum. This is actually very straightforward. All you have to do is actually type in sum, and then after that, just select obviously the range you want to sum. In this case, we want to sum the scored goals range, because simply what we're actually looking for is the sum of all scored goals by all teams across all seasons. And as you can see, we actually get 953. Okay, so we can move to the second example, in which obviously we're going to use sumif. We're going to use sumif to actually get the number of goals scored by Man City across all seasons in the table. So the structure of the sumif formula is actually a little bit different compared to the previous to just the sum formula. So what we actually have here is, first of all, we need to select the criteria range, in this case this is going to be actually the teams column, or the teams range here. Okay, so I'm just going to select that, and then after that we actually need to select cell or range H6, where we had actually typed Man City. Okay, and then we just need to go back to the table and just select the score or the scored goals range here as well. So if we do that and then click enter, we get obviously 209 goals for Man City across all seasons. And if you check in the table, you're going to see that that is actually the correct sum, or like the correct number as well. The third example is the sumifs formula. So the sumifs, as the name suggests, actually it actually allows you to use more than one criteria. Now, as such, what we can do is we can actually just start typing in sumifs, and as you can see, there's obviously a slightly different structure to this formula, because it starts with the sum range rather than the criteria range and criteria. So what we need to do in this case is, because we're looking for the number of scored goals by Arsenal in season 1920, okay, first of all we need to select the scored goals range. After that, the first criteria range is going to be the team range, and after that we just need to select our criterion, okay, which is Arsenal. And then we go back and select the season range, and go back to I10, that is range I10, which at the moment you can't see it, but obviously we had typed the season there, and then all we have to do is actually just type in the closing bracket as well, and we get 95 goals. And as you can see, Arsenal 95 goals in season 1920. Now, this last example with the sumifs can actually be done in a slightly different way, using the vlookup formula. What's the difference between the two? The difference is that actually Excel takes less time and potentially power to actually calculate the vlookup result or find the vlookup result than obviously calculate the sumifs result. So in order to do that though, we need, like, a code kind of like column. So what I actually did here is I just combined the team name and obviously the season as well, and I just split them with a straight line here, as you can see. Okay, so in this example, we're looking for the number of scored goals by Liverpool in season 2021. Okay, so what we can do is just use the vlookup formula here. Okay, select obviously our lookup value, and then after that go back to this one. So start from column A, because obviously that's where the code is for that. And then we need to select all the way to column C, simply because in column C we are actually going to find what we're looking for, i.e. the number of scored goals. And then after that we just need to type in 3, because out of the selected columns we want the return to be obviously from the third column, which is the scored goals, and then just false for the exact match, and we get 88. And as you can see here, this is exactly that. So Liverpool season 2021, 88 goals scored. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully found it useful as well. And I'll see you next time.